Hey you guys, I am back with another YouTube video today. I'm gonna be talking about this Love is Blind wedding episode. I haven't been on YouTube for a minute due to burnout, and also like my views on TikTok have been going down with like the glitch on with the glitch on TikTok that's been happening. It's just like me and like other small creators, like videos just have been going like down, like at 0 views. And also like I have not been like doing well on TikTok consistently when it comes to going viral. It's like one day I'll go viral, the next day I won't go viral. So I don't know what's been happening, but anyways, I'm back on YouTube. I'm gonna be talking about each couple, just the episode as a whole. I feel like that this was one of the most juiciest wedding episodes that I've ever seen in Love is Blind history, next to season 6, season 1, even season 5. Like, I know people don't like that season, but I love that season. But this was like a good wedding episode. I feel like it was juicy. I loved how Ashley did clock Alex's tea and she chose herself. Like, I loved that for her. Brittany and Devontae just wasted my whole time this season. I mean, the fact that Brittany just wants to be abused by Devontae and wants to be dragged by Devontae, who doesn't have a backbone. I mean, this guy was just so happy to just get out, to just leave and go in his nice car and drive off. Okay. Now, one thing, I feel like that Devontae's a good driver. Like, I don't know. That's just a like random thought. I feel like he's a good driver. But other than like, that's like the one good thing about him. But other than that, like, he's just so, he doesn't have a backbone. He's just very, like, he doesn't have the guts to tell Brittany like, hey, you deserve someone that's better than Devontae's almost like Chris, but he's more quiet. That's why he's like kind of like not the worst villains of this season, because he's just quiet. And like he could just beat around the bush. He doesn't really need to say too much. He doesn't need to say too much. Like all he could do is just sit in silence and like kind of just like tell Brittany the right things. Like he don't even have to compliment Brittany on her looks. He could just be like, oh, you know, I'm really into white girls, and then still like have Brittany fall for him. The reason why he's not one of the worst villains is because he's just trying to do the nice guy. Like he's not saying so much like Alex. He's not saying so much like Chris. You know, he seems humble, but he just seems he's Alex 2.0. But like, yeah, he gives Alex 2.0 because he doesn't say too much. Like he lies without saying too much. He only tells Brittany a little bit of information and Brittany's just falling for him. And Brittany's like, oh, you know, I want to marry him. I see myself marrying him. What, Brittany? Like, and I'm like, I feel like if I was with Devontae on that show, I'd be like, yeah, Devontae, I'm gonna go pack my bags. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna leave because you're not the man for me. Like you don't have the guts to tell me any truth in life. And I just feel like that if Brittany does continue to stay with Devontae or like stay with Devontae, she's going to end up being sabotaged by Devontae. I do not like this guy at all. He's just very delusional. He gives Alex 2.0 vibes. And I was just very disappointed to just see like Devontae wait all the way up until the like literally right close to the wedding day, literally the day of the wedding, to tell Brittany and be like, hey, like, so I need more time to really think about it. Like, what? Like, that reminds me of season 5 when that girl, that guy, like that guy, he wasn't good with his finances, and this girl literally took it all the way to the wedding and told him no or whatever like that, which she wasted his time. It's like, I'm sick and tired of people, not everybody though, because some people did say no and clock T, but like with people just want to, but yeah, with like certain people, it's just like y'all are wasting each other's time. Like, I mean, I could never be a woman like this and I'm not even trying to blame Brittany, but I'm also just like, Brittany, are you not seeing what I'm seeing? Like, Brittany, you deserve today an NFL player. You deserve someone way out of his league. Like, and I don't mean to like bash Brittany. about the situation. But what I will say is Brittany also kind of was getting on my nerves too, because she just didn't have the guts to be like, hey, like, this man is not for me. Like, Brittany, Brittany needs to tap in with Ashley. Brittany needs to get advice from Ashley. Like, you need to go talk to Ashley and just like, and I feel like that if anything, Ashley and Devontae should have been a couple. I want to see where that and I have a feeling like, what if Brittany and Devontae and Ashley are like dating now? I don't know. Like, what if in the reunion we find out that like Devontae and Ashley are dating? But yeah, Devontae really wasted my time. Like, he really boiled my blood. Like, so now I'm gonna actually get into like, what happened in the episodes. The first couple that I would like to talk about is Amber and Jordan. Now, this couple really shocked me because I'm just like, there's no way that the both of you guys said yes. And I know a lot of people were really falling for Amber and Jordan as a couple. Like, they were really falling for them. But honestly, like me, like, I did see a lot of red flags with Jordan. And I did hear some tea. And I just feel like that there's also a lot of red flags with Amber. I don't know. Like, I feel like this couple really just tried to force in a marriage, and I like had the same reaction as Amber's family, as Jordan's family. Like, even when that guy, I don't know if it's Amber's brother or whatnot, but like, even when Amber was talking to that guy, he was just like, I feel like it should be a no for the both of you. And, Amber still said yes, which, is her decision. Jordan still said yes. And everybody was just shocked. And I had the same reaction as the audience, because I'm just like, Houseway. And I know they only had one fight, but Jordan just doesn't seem like he has a backbone either. You know what? As a matter of fact, all the men this season are just super performative. Like, all the men, they're just extremely performative. I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying Amber and Jordan as a couple because they're trying to like force a marriage. That's not gonna work. I really felt bad for Amber's daughter because she just seems super miserable. And I feel like that people who have kids just, I don't know, like, they should really keep their child away from the show. Like, just having Amber's daughter at the wedding, I was just like, oh my God, like, I feel so bad for her because like, what if this doesn't work out in the long run? And then she has to see Amber and Jordan go through a divorce. That's what had me being worried. So I didn't really like that. However, the wedding, I would say, like, I just feel like that Jordan, like, he doesn't really know himself too well. And honestly, I'm just like, what are y'all two doing? Like, what are you guys doing? But honestly, okay, it seems cute for the moment, but I just feel like that long term, I don't see it for them. I don't see it for the two of them. That guy was so right. Like, and then people were also like nervous for Jordan too. Like, people were just like, oh my God, like, I'm so nervous for him. Like, they're like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. Like, who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him like this is not the relationship for him? Like, who was gonna tell him? Like, this guy just seemed extremely nervous. And I'm just like, is there something maybe with Amber that's like a red flag that I'm just missing? But yeah, like, Jordan didn't really seem so sure of himself when it came to marrying her. And like, for me, it's like, marriage is a big deal. So it's like, if you're not sure of yourself, then why apply to this? I don't know. But I feel like, it was good that they both went on the show, that they saw the experiment through. But I just don't see it as a good match. Now, maybe respectfully, they could have like, I don't know. I do see like, they do respect each other for the most part. But I just feel like that marriage is not for Amber or Jordan. Like, I feel like Amber is doing so well single. Like, she's doing so well single. And I feel like that the right man will come to her naturally. Like, the right man is going to come to her naturally. Even with like, some challenges. But I don't see Jordan as a husband and I just feel so bad for Amber. I'm just like, Amber, like, this is not your person. And I literally want to just break my TV screen. I'm just like, Amber girly pop, like, this is not your person. This is not your husband. Like, find somebody else. Like, this is just not the one. And all I could do is just cry for her. I'm just like, this man is way too immature for you, Amber. Like this man is just super immature for you. Like this is not the guy for you. It's not my guy. Like, it's not my guy for you. It's not my guy for you. But Jordan, I feel like Jordan deserves somebody. I feel like Jordan and Amber, they're both wholesome people. I just feel like that Jordan deserves maybe a woman who's maybe like, I don't know. I feel like that Jordan just deserves someone else too. I don't know, like just someone that just fits his vibe. But I feel like that before Jordan can like lean into marriage, like number one, he should have not gotten married. Number two, you need to work on cleaning your home, like maybe getting a bigger home for yourself, cleaning your home, learning how to like, be good at hygiene, learning how to clean your fridge before dating somebody. I just, when this couple said yes, I was so shocked. I was extremely shocked. Like I really stumbled upon my words. I was like, how did they say yes? How did they say I do? Like, I didn't understand it. And I feel like that a lot of the people this season need to tap in with Ashley, because Ashley has really good intuition. She has really good intuition. She knows when a man is not for her. She knows when a guy is not for her. Like, she has good intuition. She, like, the way how, which we're going to get into, but the way how she clocked Alex's tea, I was like, praise Lord, praise God. Like I was saying hallelujah. I was happy. I was clapping up and down. Like, I was under my covers being like, yes. And her friends are so real. I was about to say weird, but no, her friends are so real, because her friend was like, oh, you clocked the man. And then her other friend was just like, oh, he just really said nothing. But anyways, back to Amber and Jordan. Yeah, like, Amber deserves better. Like, this woman just deserves better. She's so real. And I feel like she even clocked that Jordan was not for her either. But you know what? I'm happy that they got married at the moment. And you know what? If they do end up not lasting, I feel like it will just be for the best, respectfully. And I don't see like Amber and Jordan, they weren't like the biggest problematic people. Like, they were really wholesome people. Jordan, Jordan is not a villain. Like, even if there is something that happened between Jordan and Amber and everyone's taking Amber's side, I just feel like that Jordan, he's not a villain. Like, he's not going to be the villain of the season compared to Alex 2.0, compared to Chris. Like, Chris is the biggest villain, and I cannot wait to see them drag Chris at the reunion, because he deserves to get his behind whooped. He deserves to become whooped, because I don't appreciate that. And Jessica, I really hope that she just finds someone who's better. And I heard on the Reality Receipts podcast that Jessica is dating Harmano, whatever, Dr. Harmano, the 36-year-old. I think he went to like Harvard and Cornell, which I'm really happy for her. She got an upgrade. I'm really happy for my girl. But anyways, yeah, and like, I didn't really see it through. However, I am happy that they got married at the moment. They seemed like their wedding did seem wholesome at the moment. It's just, I'm just like, I don't see this long term. And it's like, damn, like, this is going to get into a divorce. Like, this is going to become a divorce. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, but yeah, I really, like, in my heart, I knew. But I don't know. I feel like they do seem like a great match. So I'm like, maybe I could be wrong, and this could be a relationship that lasts years. But I'm just like, why was Amber and Jordan's family so shocked? Like, why was their family extremely shocked? Like, I didn't understand that part. I didn't understand that. Like, why was their family shocked? Like, I didn't get that. And then what else? Yeah. But yeah, their family was just so shocked. But I really want to see how this plays out. See, I'm like 40% of me is just like, this relationship could work for the long term. 60% of me is just like, no, like 70% of me is just like, I don't know if I see this relationship lasting long term. I just feel like that, they really did try to make it work. They're really both amazing people compared to the other couples. They're like both amazing people. I just feel like that, Jordan deserves better and Amber deserves better. And honestly, I really hope that Amber's child, like, she could, like, maybe, like, adjust to, like, what she's seeing when it comes to, like, Amber dating Jordan and, like, I don't know. But I really hope that I did see Amber, like, when Amber's daughter's name is Emma. Yeah, I meant to say Amber's daughter. Like, I meant to say Emma, Amber's daughter. But I just feel like that a part of me just like, I do feel bad for Emma. I'm just like, if Jordan is not the right person for Amber, then I don't know, like, if it's not the right, like, if Jordan is not the right person for Amber, then I really do feel bad for Emma, because Emma is going to have to go through seeing another divorce, because Amber was, I believe, already divorced. So that's like 2 divorces, which it happens. So I'm just like, respectfully, if Amber and Jordan do get divorced, they do not deserve a lot of hate. Like, they don't deserve a lot of hate that Alex is getting, that Chris is getting, or they don't deserve a lot of heat that Alex is getting, Chris is getting, Devontae is getting. So it's just like, at the end of the day, I'm really just, if this relationship does last, I will be happy for both Amber and Jordan, because I do see, like, for the most part, okay, Amber and Jordan do deserve each other in a good way. But also, I'm just like Amber deserves someone a little bit better, like just a man who has more money. And I feel like if Amber does divorce Jordan, like, Amber needs to move up her tax bracket. Like, she really needs to date a man with, like, more money, with a better home, with, like, who knows how to clean, like, who could really just, like, clean down. And yeah, like, I don't know. So we'll see at the reunion what happens. The next couple I want to talk about is Ashley and Alex. Ashley and Alex, they were my favorite scene of the whole season. And Alex's mom for, like, trying to call out Ashley and being like, oh my God, she basically called him a liar. No, Ashley chose herself. This woman chose herself, okay, against this fool. And honestly, this man needs a lot of that. See, okay, so yes, he doesn't really come from, like, a good family. Like, he did go through a lot of trauma. He has went through a lot. He did go through a lot of, like, struggles when it comes to his soccer career. Now, as someone who is a former track athlete and didn't end up running in college, I do feel for Alex in a way when it comes to his sports. But at the same time, I'm so glad, like, I don't know, at the same time, I feel like Alex did waste Ashley's time by applying to Love is Blind and just straight up lying to Ashley the whole season. Like, this man straight up lied to her the whole season. And it like, I just feel like that this guy, I feel like Alex is a good person. This guy is just very unhealed. And the reason why I am giving Alex some grace is because of his childhood. So it's like, in a sense, I do feel bad for him. And yes, I know on TikTok, I have been giving him a lot of heat about him being a liar and, like, lying to Ashley. But at the end of the day, I do have to give Alex some grace, because it's like, okay, you know what? Maybe, like, his childhood is the reason why he's not so sure. He's not so sure of himself, because I did hear his story of, like, his, like, just, like, I forget what happened, but basically his childhood was a lot. So it's like, okay, he wasn't so sure of himself, and I'm just like, maybe that why he was so performative with Ashley, because Ashley and Alex, they had very much differences. Like Ashley came from like, a stable, good, healthy family, and Alex didn't really. So it's just like, I don't know if maybe that was like the core reason why they didn't work out. But I really do like feel bad for Alex in that sense. But I'm also just like, if you didn't have the guts to be honest with Ashley, like on this show, then why did you come on this? Like, why did you apply? Like, why did you? But he did get an offer from the show from LinkedIn, and I get it. When you get reached out for opportunities, people just don't want to turn it down. And so I guess Alex wanted to go on Love is Blind for the fame, because even Ashley said it. She even said it on the show that Alex came on the show for like other reasons, not for marriage. And I'm really happy that Ashley called him out and was just like, yeah, like, you don't really love me for me. And I'm really happy that like her friends were clocking him too. I'm really happy that when Ashley was talking to that girl, with like the orange dress, she was even telling, Ashley, like, he wasn't really saying much. And I feel like that Alex just truly did not love Ashley. He did not love Ashley at all. He didn't love for an ounce bit. And I just feel like that Alex just really, Alex thinks that he needs marriage, but in reality, like, he does not need marriage. He really does not need marriage, because he needs to work on healing himself from his childhood. Alex has so much, he's a nomad, number one. He is a nomad. I feel like that Alex is just not set for marriage. He's not ready to settle down. He did lie to Ashley. And so I can't excuse someone's bad behaviors on a show because of their childhood. But I feel like that Alex should have done the work when it comes to going to therapy, seeing a psychiatrist, getting some medication before going on Love is Blind. Because I'm just like, if I know I'm unhealed, why would I go on a TV show where I'm not going to be my most authentic self to my future husband? Like, who does that? And I don't know if women have been like this in relationships or on TV shows, but no, I feel like they have been like this on Love is Blind. Cause I remember season 1 when I saw Chase, what was that girl's name? Season 1, where they were the boring couple, and like they were so close to saying yes, but they said no. I think the guy said yes, and I believe it was Chase, and I think her Instagram name is Chase Life with Kelly. She said no, but I feel like that she was being performative too. Like, she didn't have a backbone too. But when it comes to Ashley and Alex, like, it's like almost all these men besides Chris is just bad. But almost all these men, for the most part, besides Vic too, like Vic was a good couple. Vic was the best, like the best man out of all of them. But Alex, like, he don't got no backbone, okay? But I also didn't like Alex's mother being like, oh my God, Ashley just flat out called him a liar. I didn't like that. I didn't like Alex's family throwing shade at Ashley, throwing shade at a woman who's choosing herself, throwing shade at a woman who said no. And I feel like that Ashley is a good example of saying no to a man when it's needed, of just saying no, period, in life. Like, I feel like let Ashley's wedding be a lesson learned that we need to take no for an answer. Like, let's take no for an answer, just in all things. Like, let's take no for an answer. But yeah, I feel like Alex did waste Ashley's time, but I'm also just like, Ashley, like, if you were gonna say no, like, if you knew this man was lying the whole time, why didn't you say no, like, before wedding day? Because honestly, if I knew this man was lying, like I would have gave this man like 3 strikes. But I feel like that even if I was with a guy like Alex on a show like Love is Blind, I would have been you to like not take it to the altar. Like, at least Devontae, he didn't take it to the altar and say no to Brittany in front of the whole, like, in front of like Brittany's whole family. Like, at least Brittany and Devontae broke it off before wedding day. My thing with Ashley is like, okay, yes, she did stand on business. Girl, like, you should have broke it off before wedding day, or like at least like a week before wedding day, or even like, yeah, like a week before wedding day, because when like you hear his stories, like, it's very confusing. Like, Alex does not really seem like he has his life put together at all. Like, he doesn't, like, when he would talk to Ashley, everything was a lie. Even when Alex snapped at Priyanka, I was like, okay, this man is not for her. But then he goes and he's like, oh, you know, Nuggets, Mickey D's, which I feel like it was convincing for Ashley to still stay and go through with the relationship, which I'm just like, McDonald's should not be a reason why you still continue to stay with someone. Like, at that point, I would have just been like, you don't even have to tell me. You don't even have to give me McDonald's. Like, you don't even have to give me McDonald's. I'ma say no before you even mention McDonald's to my name. So it's just like, I'm really happy that Ashley did stand on business. And also, Ashley is a Virgo, and a Virgo's intuition is like, it never lies. So it's just like, I'm so happy she said no. I feel like Ashley's relations, like Ashley just being on the show was like a good example of when to break up with a man at the right time, when to say no, when he's lying too much. Like, and I'm like, honestly, Ashley did herself a favor, okay, by saying no. Like, Ashley and Mike were the two heroes of this episode, okay? Mike saying no for the sake of Emma, okay? Thank you, Mike, because, ooh. And then Ashley saying no, okay, for the sake of herself. And I liked how she was like, you know, a year ago, like, you know, I would have let him, like, you know, walk all over me. Thank God it wasn't like a year ago, but I'm really happy that she didn't let Alex like just constantly lie to her. Like, she really could tell, like, oh, this man is not for me. And I feel like that other people in this society, in this day and age, would have still been like, you know what, I want to marry Alex after he done lied to that person for like, I don't know how many weeks, months, like, you never know. But I really pray that if anyone comes across Alex when it comes to, like, you know, the dating world or the dating pool, do not even give this man a chance. Like, whoever is trying to date in Ohio, do not give Alex a chance. Or not even in Ohio, because I'm just like, he doesn't even live in Ohio. Just in the United States of America, do not give Alex a chance, because this man will like ruin your life. He will, ooh, I don't know. But that was one good scene. That was one good scene. I really liked how Ashley, like, when, mind you, Alex was about to say, like, you know, whether or not she wanted to marry her. And you had Ashley cutting off Alex being like, I know what your answer is. And she did that long speech. I just loved it. And Ashley has like the realest friends, the realest parents, like the realest family, the realest father. Like, Ashley's dad should really host a reunion, because he would clock everything, okay? Like, he could be another Andy Cohen, which Andy Cohen, I do see him as a good reunion host when it comes to Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm getting off topic, but like, I feel like that Ashley's dad could be a good reunion host for any TV show, especially Love is Blind, because I just don't believe that Vanessa and Nick are going to fully clock all the men this season on Love is Blind at this season's reunion. But I'm so happy Ashley said no. I'm really happy that she said no. But Alex, like, I'm just glad that, like, it's over. Honestly, Alex, what I want Alex to do is get some therapy after this show. Like, I really hope that he's been in therapy. I really hope that he got some medication. Like, I really hope that he saw a psychiatrist. And honestly, yeah, I did see a sneak peek of the reunion, and I think Vanessa and Nick Lachey do ask if he was lying the whole time. And I do feel like that he was lying the whole time. Like, the whole time, like, yes, like, he was lying the whole time. I'm so glad Ashley just saw right through his lies. That is someone with good intuition, and I feel like good intuition is gonna get you like so far in life when it comes to dating, because you know the right guys to date. Okay, Ashley also deserves to date an NFL player or marry an NFL player. Okay, put Ashley. What NFL players are like single? I don't know the NFL. I don't know NFL like that, but yeah. Now, the next couple that I want to talk about is Brittany and Devontae. Now, when it comes to Brittany and Devontae, Also, sorry, I do have background noise, but when it comes to Brittany and Devontae, Brittany wanted to be abused the whole time. This woman wanted to be abused the whole time. She likes to be abused. She likes to be abused in like the quietest way. Because how do you not see what I'm seeing? How do you not see that this man obviously does not like you? This man literally said like, you know, I have never dated a woman with color. Okay. That's like, Devontae is trying to be Drake. That whole breakup scene, Devontae was so happy to get in that car, that nice black car. He has a nice car, I'm not gonna lie. But he was so happy to get in that nice black car and drive off into the sunset, okay? I really was just, Brittany was still being like, I still see myself marrying him. Like what? Like, and I'm looking at Brittany like, Brittany, you deserve more. You deserve more when it comes to a man. You deserve to marry an NFL player too. Brittany needs to tap into Ashley. Like I said in the beginning of my intro, she needs to, or in my intro, but she needs to tap in with Ashley. I just cannot put my finger around why she still believes that she could marry this man. Why she literally let this man play in her face for like so many episodes, for so many weeks probably. I'm not buying their relationship. If they're still dating currently, I'm not buying the relationship at all, because it's just like, girl, like, you're now wasting my time too. You're letting Devontae just walk all over you. Devontae obviously does not like you, Brittany. And I feel like that if you continue to stay with this man is going to sabotage your life. Like, he's going to sabotage your whole life. This man is performative, okay? This man does not have a backbone. Devontae does not have the guts to tell Brittany, like, okay, Brittany, like, you deserve someone who's better than me. Like, Devontae is just not so sure of himself. He talks really slow. He never told Brittany once. Brittany had to mention it herself. Like, you never told me once that, you know, my eyelashes is pretty, or like, you know, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful. He never told her that, you know, she's that girl, like, you know, like, he never hypes her up. And I feel like that every man should hype their fiance up. And I wasn't seeing any of that in Devontae. Like, it's giving as if Devontae's the catch. It's giving like Brittany is the one fault. Like, this relationship was just so one-sided. It was almost giving like Brittany was the one falling in love for Devontae, and Devontae was just like, Devontae is just a wall. Like, all I see is Brittany doing all the talking. Like, Brittany's doing most of the talking in the relationship. And if it's and if the woman is doing the most of the talking in the relationship, or she's like initiating conversations, then it's just not a match. And I'm just like, Devontae, like, and I get it, like, Devontae didn't take it all the way to the altar, but at the same time, it's just like, why did you wait this long? Like, why did you wait on wedding day to break it off with her? Like, I would break it off on, like, I don't know, not even vacation, but like maybe when I get to the apartments and I'm seeing, like, you know, because I'm just like this, and okay. And I was really trying, like, you know, to see, like, maybe they just don't, like, see, like, you know, they're not a match. But no, like, Brittany and Devontae are both wasting my time, because it's like, Brittany, you know this man don't like you. And Devontae, you know, like, you don't like her. Like, if anything, just then go date Ashley. Go date Ashley. And Brittany, well, no, Brittany, don't date Alex. Alex, you do not deserve Alex, Brittany. Like, the way how Alex just lies about, like, everything. Like, you don't deserve Alex. But I really just did not see why it's like Brittany still, like, and mind you, I feel like Brittany could have just broke it off with Devontae and been like, hey, like, you know what, look, you're not my person. You're not really giving me a clear answer if, like, you know, I'm your person. We're really not on the same page. Let's just break it off. And it's just like, yes, okay, I get it. They're still going to try to date post show. But at the same time, I'm also just like, girl, like, you know, you are wasting his time. You are wasting his time. He's wasting your time. Like, this is not a good couple. This was a toxic couple. I mean, mind you, and like when they broke up, like, he was like, this man, he just talked slow. Like, all Devontae does is just goes with the wind. Like, he just goes with whatever, like, Brittany is saying. And, like, yes, Devontae is truthful at times. Yes, he's truthful, but at the same time, it's just like, he's just very quiet. It's giving like he's trying to fly under the radar. He's acting like Rob from The Traders. Like, like, he's really just trying to, like, and I'm wondering if Devontae is really just trying to, like, give himself a good edit. Also, Devontae's ex spoke out, which I'm gonna watch that interview and I'm gonna review it on my YouTube. But I have a lot to just say about, like, what Devontae's ex was saying about, like, him. And it's like, Devontae is a good person on paper when you write it down. When you write down his name on paper, he's a good person. When you write down his name in the classroom, he's a good person. But when you really, like, see who he is, and when you see people talking about him, oh, this guy's a villain too, next to Alex, okay? And I was just say, like, the top 3 villains for this Love is Blind season is Chris, Alex, and Devontae. But I don't know. Like, now, Devontae is not one of the worst villains in Love is Blind history, but I do see him as, like, just very performative. And honestly, like, what he's been doing behind the scenes, like, I've been hearing just so much tea about Devontae, where it's just like, okay, you might be maybe worse than Alex. I don't know. Like, you may be worse than Alex, but I truly, like, did not see it for this couple. From the moment I saw Brittany and Devontae talking in the pods, I didn't see it through. I really think that Brittany deserves a man who is going to be obsessed with her, who is going to be a man who's going to be talking about Brittany during his work hours. And I just want to cry for Brittany. Like, I want to give Brittany a hug and cry and be like, hey, like, this man really just fooled you. Like, this man does not love you. This man, he does not love you at all. Like, he's really trying to sabotage your life. That's what that's giving. That's like, he is way too performative. He moves like a snail. Like, I feel like that Devontae just moves in life like a whole snail. Like, he just moves like a snail in life. Okay. This guy is just so unnecessary. Brittany, like, she needs to upgrade. She needs to elevate herself. Maybe Brittany needs some therapy too, but Brittany just needs to just elevate. She needs to just elevate in a man, upgrade in a man who's going to move with like, Brittany needs a man who's going to move with a purpose, who's going to move with life. And when it comes to Devontae, I'm like, man, you don't even deserve a woman. Devontae don't deserve anybody. Or Devontae, date Taylor Swift. Like, at this point, date Taylor Swift, and I don't know, be a throuple with, what is his name? Stephen Curry. Like, Stephen Curry. Like, I don't know, the guy who plays for I don't know NFL too well, but I'm just like, Devontae, you find yourself a white woman like Taylor Swift, and Brittany, like, you need to go and find yourself a rich guy who's going to just be obsessed with, like, find yourself a good day trader, not one like Alex, but find yourself a stable day trader, or find yourself a stable engineer, like a good engineer. I really do see Brittany mirroring like someone like an engineer, but I'm like, I want to cry for her. I really want to cry for Brittany, because I'm just like, this man was never for you. This man gives middle school football player. Like, this man really just gives middle school vibes. Like, Devontae is the type of guy that I see at my middle school. He's the type of guy that I see when I'm going to school, and like, I feel like that Devontae was just the type of guy who just had a lot of girls, who he cheated a lot in high school. He cheated a lot in high school. He cheated a lot in middle school. Like, I don't know, like, Devontae just gives middle school vibes, and Chris too. Chris gives elementary schooler vibes, but Devontae gives middle school vibes. Like, that's what it's giving. But yeah, so Devontae and Brittany just break it off. Devontae was happy to leave, and Brittany, you brought the wedding dress for what? You brought a wedding dress off of what, Shein, for this guy? Like, like, I could never do that. And I feel like that's why, like, see, myself, I had dreams to apply to Love is Blind, but I feel like that if I were to go on Love is Blind, I would be played too. Like, I would be played too. I'm just like, there's just no way I would fall for a man like Devontae, Chris, Alex. Like, a man gonna like tell me the same things that these guys are telling their partners, their fiancés. But I'm really happy that Devontae didn't take it to the wedding, to the altar, and said yes when he meant to say no, and caused Brittany a divorce. And I'm also really happy that he did not like take it to the wedding and say no in front of Brittany's family and embarrass her. So that's what I give Devontae props for being somewhat honest. He was somewhat honest. When it comes to Devontae's honesty, I will give him a 5 out of 10. But the rest, but the other two guys, the other two villains of the season, a 0 out of 10. But at least Devontae was somewhat honest compared to Alex. Like, Alex didn't even have the guts to tell Ashley, like, hey, look, can we just date post-show? Like, can we, and try to figure it out? Like, or not even, like, Alex didn't even have the guts to dump Ashley. Like, at least to just save her. At least Devontae had the guts to be like, hey, look, like, we could still date post-show, but I just don't see us going to the wedding right now. Like, I see myself saying no at the wedding. And so and also I give Brie props too. I give Brie props too for being somewhat honest with Connor. I know Brie's getting a lot of hate too, but I give her some props for being somewhat honest with Connor and being like, yeah, like, if I went down that altar, I just don't see myself saying yes right now, but I still want to date you. I still want to pursue you. And there's also some tea that Brie and Connor, it's so many names, but Brie and Connor, they're still currently dating. Okay, I'm somewhat happy for them, but I don't know. The last couple that I want to talk about is Vic and Christine. And I'm really happy for them. This is one of the most healthiest couples that I've seen in my life. What a beautiful ending. The episode went from just bad engagements, bad men, trash men, delusional woman, to just a very much happy ending. Like, I'm really happy that Vic and Chris, like, ooh, I love Vic. Vic is one of the most, like, he just sets a good role model of, like, what marriage should be like, how you should treat a woman. When it comes to Christine, I love how their careers align. They're both, like, you know, attractive for each other. I just love their wedding. I don't have too much to say on them, but I'm really happy on their wedding. Like, I'm really just so, I was just so shocked. Not shocked, but I was just so proud. You know, it was really just a fairy tale. They just seem to and they really just are just both two resilient people who just went through, like, so much in their childhood to now being able to find the love of their life, to being able to show Love is Blind, like, what a marriage should be like. Like, now they're on TV being a role model for their audience as a married couple, which I'm really happy. And I did see a lot of people bringing Vic a lot of hate because he is MAGA, not MAGA, but, like, this was like, people were like, you know, being like, this season is, like, you know, showing, like, a lot of, like, MAGA and, like, racism, which, yes, that is true on Alex's behind. But, like, when it comes to Vic and Christine, like people were saying that, like, Vic was anti-black. And I didn't like that because just, like, how was he anti-black when all he did was just find someone that he connected with genuinely? Like, he genuinely found a connection with Christine. Like, he wasn't being performative like Devontae. Like, there's a difference between Devontae and Vic. There's a difference. Like, there's a difference between the two. So it's just like, I don't understand why Vic was getting hate this season and being like, people being like, oh, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying this couple. Well, even I had some doubts. I did think that Vic and Christine were a little bit performative. But then I was just like, nah, like, this is a healthy couple. Like, their love was obvious. And honestly, I feel like that's why they weren't shown that much on TV, is because, like, there was just so many toxic couples this season that like Netflix wanted to like, separate Vic and Christine from the drama, from the toxicity. That's why they didn't go to Mexico. They went to, I believe, Malibu. That's why they were vlogging on their phones. But I'm really happy, like, they still got married. Like, at least, because if they were not shown, like, this season would have maybe been flat when on the love side if they weren't shown. Like, if they weren't shown, like, this season would have been like another flop like season 9, because I feel like that Vic and Christine were like the love couple to like balance out all the drama this season. Like, they were really like, the authenticness of this season that we needed, that we've been wanting for like seasons, since season 7. Okay. Vic and Christine do remind me of Amy and Johnny. Like, they remind me of Amy and Johnny because I remember Amy and Johnny. I remember season 6. Amy and Johnny were like the only married couple. And like, they were like the only happy, like they were like the best couple. All the like, that season was messy. All the other couples, they were a mess. Okay, everybody arguing. Okay, but when it comes to Vic and Christine, I just love how genuine they are. And I'm like, this is a love that I want. I want to find me a Victor. I want to find me a guy like Victor. Like, I truly do. Because it's just like, this is what it's supposed to be. Like, this is what a marriage should be. And it's really made me hopeful for when it comes to, even though I've never dated a day in my life, but I'm just like, this is what like I want to find when it comes to marriage. Like, I need a man like this. I really need a man like this. Like, we don't argue too much. Like, I need a man who's just like Victor. Also, there was another take that I had when it came to Alex. I was wondering, what if Alex's exes were like never real and like he never dated a day in his life? Because like when he would talk about his exes, that I feel like that was just also a lie. But anyways, back to Vic and Christine. I'm really just happy for like the both of them, that they were just able to find love. Christine too. Like, I was happy that she was able to find love. And I did even guess that like Vic was like going to get married this season, and like people were just doubting him. People were saying like, how he's just performative. He's not performative, guys. Like, and like people are still being like, oh, like, he doesn't like black people. No, like and like, it's okay to have a different type. It's okay to like a different type other than your race. Like, it's okay to date outside. Like, let's normalize using colorism when it's needed. Like let's normalize dating outside of your race. Like, we could date whoever we want, I feel like, no matter the person's skin color. Like, and I feel like when we see a lot of biracial couples, like, we sometimes do have a quick tendency to just judge, like, very easily. Now, I do want to do my quick thoughts on like the reunion. Now, when it comes to like, the reunion, I did see a sneak peek, and it does seem like Brittany has some issues with Devontae. So I think Brittany maybe does hopefully realize that Devontae was never the one for her. And then we see Brittany arguing with like Brie, and we also see Brittany arguing with Priyanka, because I think Priyanka came to the reunion. I also think that Nick Lachey is going to clock to give heat to Chris, but also give heat to Alex for lying about the whole season, for lying about his exes. And because I do really feel like that Alex just maybe never dated in his life. I feel like that Alex has a mental disorder. He may have a learning disability. But I even think that like Alex's exes were not even real either. Like, yes, his stories were confusing. Even like the situation with Austin, Texas, I feel like that was just a lie too. Like, just nothing about him is real. Nothing about him is authentic. But I really hope that they do clock Chris at the reunion for telling Jess she's not enough because she doesn't do enough Pilates. Like, what the hell? But I heard that Jess was also dating somebody new from the cast, which is Dr. Harmano. And I think they're both like, the same age. So I'm really happy for the both of them. I'm really happy for Jessica that she finally finds them, because that's a good man. Like, Harmano is a good man. I did reach out to interview the whole cast, but no one reached back out to me. So, but if I do get an interview, I do want to interview like Jess, Harmano, yeah, like they're like my top people that I want to interview. Also, we may get potential interviews. I have been getting a lot of hate when it comes to my commentary on this show. So I'm like, hopefully my comeback is interviewing someone from the season, from the show. But yeah, I think also, I don't know who else. Oh, there's going to be also people from past seasons at the reunion as well, which I'm just like, I don't really know if it makes sense to know, like, you know what? I kind of do like people from past seasons at the reunion because I like to see their reactions. Like, I really love to see their reactions when the cast is like talking. So I really hope like it's a good reunion. I feel like this reunion might be good because I heard so much tea. And also allegedly like there's a divorce this reunion as well. And I think that's Amber and Jordan. So I don't know. I don't know if it's them for sure, but it better not be Vic and Christine, because Vic and Christine are just like the only strong couple. But yeah, I heard so much tea for this reunion, just so much like spoilers, but it's going to be a good reunion. And honestly, I hope next I really hope that I could just interview people. And then there's also this Netflix show coming out called Age of Attraction that's going to be hosted by the people who host the Vile Files podcast. I think it's by Nick and Natalie, which they were getting a lot of hate already because their podcast has gotten a bad reputation. But I do like how their show is turning out already, just from like me seeing a trailer of like what the show is about. So hopefully that might be another good show for me to watch. But yeah, I did see that show. I want to maybe review like the trailer for that show that I saw. I don't know how I'm going to review the trailer like in time, but I really want to review that trailer called Age of Attraction. But yeah, hopefully that's a good show. But yeah, I believe Love is Blind, the reunion comes out March 11th next week. I'm ready to tune in to review the reunion. I'm ready to maybe, it's like 50-50 to maybe interview people on my platform, put it on Instagram Reels, which my Instagram's been acting funny. So yeah, put it on Instagram and even TikTok maybe, and just like showcase my interview with people. But I was just like, if I don't get an interview with people, it's honestly just fine, because it's just like, I honestly just want to focus on building my content, building my platform, like building my channel. I want to grow back on YouTube again, like how I was growing last year and like the year before that. I started YouTube in 2024. Now it's 2026 and I've just gone downhill on YouTube, but I want to grow my channel back up and build that momentum again when it comes to the views. And yeah, hopefully this is a good reunion. This is a good season. This is like one of my top seasons. I mean, Chris is the biggest villain of all times. I also heard that Tyler Francis, the one who abandoned the 3 children, is also at the reunion. But also, this tea is from the Reality Receipts podcast. Go watch their podcast. Go follow Storytime with Ricky on TikTok. I really love them both. But yeah, like this. Who's outside my? Oh my god, that's so annoying. But yeah, anyways, this was like a good season. This season gave me a lot of just secondhand embarrassment. I mean, just wow. Like what I saw like was insane. But yeah, anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye bye. Okay, I was just sipping my coffee and I was thinking whole time, Alex was scared of Ashley's behind, okay? Alex was like, he was like everything. Like Alex, he gave Ashley no effort. Let me go put this to the side, but Alex gave Ashley no effort, okay? Like whenever, like even on last week's episode when Alex had that date for her and, you know, they were sitting in that dark room, whatever, that looks so depressing. When Ashley would like, you know, ask Alex questions, he would give no eye contact. He really just didn't choose her. And I feel like it was just hard for, like, Alex was really scared of Ashley. Like, I feel like Alex was intimidated by Ashley's prettiness whole season. I feel like that Alex knew he wasn't the one for Ashley, but still decided to act performative and be like, you know what? I'ma still try to get this woman to marry me, even if I put on a good act, even if I put on a good front. Like, this guy was scared of her, I feel like. Like, nothing about him was genuine towards her. And I really want to like see if maybe one of Alex's exes could come out, not come back, but can come out and speak on like how Alex really was as a person. I've never saw any of Alex's exes come out and speak on his behavior, and to really see, is he a liar? Is he real? Like, and this, like, mind you, this guy really was just trying to get Ashley to like almost quit her job so that he could travel the world with her. This guy was so delusional, talking about going to Dubai with her. I feel like that this guy was a deadbeat and he wanted to use Ashley for her money.